What is poppin', your boy RaJuR? Hoping everybody's doing well. Everybody chilling and be willing to be not illin', but not spilling. Man, whatever. I'm thinking the most high for the opportunity to be able to see you guys, and I hope everybody's doing well today. Before I grab one of these saucers back here out of the super cage, we're going to talk about yesterday. And I had a good time yesterday. It started out kind of rocky, got a little easy during the middle, and then was really cool at the end because I had to do much work at the end. But working for this company called Pennies on the Plaza. So if y'all, the floor arrangements is crazy, and just another adventure for me. There's something else I want to conquer, right? Not because I'm just delivering floor arrangements. It's actually looking at floor arrangements, checking it out. One day I might just go in there and watch them make floor arrangements because I would like to learn how to make floor arrangements. Y'all know me. I don't get on the ground floor. I don't get happy just hanging down there. Y'all know homeboy ain't never been like that. You know what I mean? So I get in there and do some deliveries and all of a sudden, yeah, I might want to start making some means and putting them together myself. So I looked at that whole thing. That thing was cool. How they was sitting there and it was, standing there. They making arrangements. I had some lovely arrangements. I had, a wreath arrangement I had to deliver. Had a nice little basket. Unfortunately, the young lady wasn't there to pick that up. That was beautiful. Sat by me all day yesterday. And then we had a couple other things. But, as I said in the video when I was talking about it, I was kind of felt a little frustrated because it was like I didn't really go on the road to realize that a lot of things I didn't know that I wasn't told before I got out there. And that's I'm going to call her Q. It wasn't her fault. Because I kind of like the fact that I did go out there and she said, well, look, you have any questions, you call me. Call me. I don't care. There's nothing you can't call me for. That's not cool. No matter what you call me for, I'm here to answer. Bada bing, bada boom. But it was kind of crazy that all of a sudden I went there and she was like, you're hired. And I'm like, huh? What? She was like, yeah, the boss already got your name on the manifest to do deliveries. I wasn't expecting that. I thought I'm get there, look around, check out the spot, see what's popping off, and it was gonna be like that, right? But she was like, here's your deliveries. She was putting my last bit of floor arrangements together, had to line them up in a box, and now I know I learned a lot. Because there was a young man who was there to help me. He was like, well, look, usually I do it like this, do it like that, bada bing, bada boom. But see, after delivering, now I know how I would do it. So I will not cast any blame on Q, Miss Q. I'm not gonna do that. I like the fact that you kind of threw me out there like that because I like to be thrown out because that way I can learn how to work the system for my betterment. That's how I was accepted. 36 and a half years. You're going to learn how to do things the way you need to do them. You had the old heads telling you, oh, don't do that. No, don't do that, but do it like this, but do it like that. Old heads, help you out. But you still had to get on that train, that bus, that trolley, that sub, and you had to learn your own approach, how you going to brake and motor and how you going to take off, how you going to feather stops and all that stuff. You have to learn that on your own. And of course, we don't want to talk about music. Nobody taught me how to play an instrument. Nobody said, oh, you play guitar like this, you play bass like that. Nah, I learned on my own. I'm self-taught musician. I know how to play drums, keyboards, guitar, everything. I learned how to set up my own studio. Nobody teach me that. I had to learn that on my own. So that's not a problem to become the Grammy member. Oh, did I mention that? Anyway. So yeah, it's what it is. So, and then doing this limo thing, of course, I've been driving all my life. Limo ain't nothing. But it's still, there's an approach to driving a limo because now I'm driving different vehicles. As y'all know, I've been driving BMWs since 2007. That's been my car. I had a Porsche in between. I had a Lexus and whatever. They were just, my side piece cars. But ever since like 2012, I really been leasing BMWs for almost 13 years now, 14 years. I've been leasing BMW. So I'm used to technology. Even though this new car, I ain't have it long enough to learn, but somebody cracked it and jacked it up. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, I'm learning how to do some things in that car. Oh, snap, what? I didn't know about that. I'm still learning. Technology is different. The same thing about learning wherever you start a position at, no matter what it is. Sometimes you need to just get your behind out there and get the freaking working and to do what you're about to do. And hey. And that's the way it goes sometimes. I just knock something down because my arm has hit the cage. And we can't have that. I think I knocked down a sample. It's cool. Long as I ain't knocked down any bottles. Let's close that back up. All right. So anyway, a nice adventure in the Florals. There's something different. Of course, y'all see what I'm getting ready to do today. Get ready to head on out and pick up these clients. Newark Airport today, picking up a client from blah, 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 taking her to Newark Airport, drop her off, flip back around, come and grab somebody, curbside, take them home, done for the day. Don't start at 2. I'll be out of here at 12. I want to get there at 1 because I had to pick up the client to 4, but I'd be there early. Because if I get around the area, actually my first pickup is in Medford. So if I'm in that area, I see something else I want to do, I'm like, oh, snap. My man, the basketball player, lives out there, Philadelphia guard. I keep forgetting his name. I ain't seen him in so long. I ain't been watching basketball. But my man, he lives out there. I picked him up in Medford. So, yeah, I like to leave early so I can get where I got to go. I'm there. I know where I am. Like the other day when I was out there in Wayne, and I had like 2 hours, 3 hours to pop. So I was like, oh, snap. And I just, sat in the car and sang for y'all for like a whole hour and a half. And then I went to Micro Center. So I like to get to places early. I might see something I want to do. I'm there. You got to worry about me being late. I'm never late. Ain't no late. If I'm late, it's traffic late. It ain't me late. I don't be late. I work for SEPTA for 50,000 years. You can't be late or you ain't getting paid. Or you're going to end up with something you don't want to ride or drive. You know what I mean? But look, they don't know. I understand some people, they don't understand my mentality, and a lot of people who really work for SEPTA mentality. We used to be on time. That's what we do. We used to get in there early, relaxing, blah, 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 and then we get to doing what we got to do. That's easy work. That's not a problem. So with pennies on Plaza, Flowers arrangements are great. My whole thing is to stay long enough to get right down the street right here and work down here. At that particular point, I might want to do more time. Right now, I have to call and let them know I'm just going to do part-time 3 days a week. And maybe a floater day. Maybe I say, what's happening tomorrow? Maybe I can help you out this day or help you out that day. That's my intention. But between doing this is good money. I meet great people. I meet millionaires. I meet executives. I meet all kinds of people, doctors, lawyers, scientists. I just met a young man the other day. He lives up in Chadsford or something. Anyway, beautiful house up there. Scientist. Hey, nice brother too. Got his phone number in the phone. Bada bing. I also met this young lady's dad. Her name is Sophia Treadway. And her dad, I picked up her dad and we was talking. And he was like, yeah, I said, well, I told him, I always threw that question I did. What kind of music you like? Whatever. We hadn't talk about music. What kind of music you do? I said, I do that. He's like R&B. It's called Neo Soul, blah, 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 blah. But I call it RaJuR music. He was like, I said, that's my name, RaJuR. That's my name. So I call it RaJuR music. My music don't sound like anybody else's music. And he's like, how many instruments you play? What instrument you play? I said, I play 4 instruments. I play 5 instruments, actually. If you want to count cougars and percussion, I can do that too. So then he said, well, my daughter sings. I'm like, well, your daughter? He said, my daughter's Sophia Treadway. I'm like, oh, snap. I said, I meant to check her out. So then he looked me up. I said, just go RaJuRmusic.com or just type in RaJuR. You see Real Deep Cool. That's me all over the internet. I'm all over the place. There's only one, RaJuR Real Deep Cool. He's like, oh, I see you. Yeah, I said, yeah. I didn't want to go to the Grammys the other night because it's a little bit too political for me. And I ain't doing no Grammys. I ain't showing up no events unless it's here in AC and we just chilling. I'm not flying out to no Grammys and dress up in no pop suits and all kind of craziness like that. We're not doing that. And I wanted to really let him know that his daughter's about to get into an industry that does not pay you back sometimes. Put a lot of money up for you, but then take it back. You got to get out there on the road and make your money if you want to make money. And he mentioned that she's with, I forgot the name of a famous vocalist, Sherry, somebody like that. She said, well, she's working with, because she did a remake of a song. It's not Perry. Is it Katy Perry? No, not Katy Perry. I forgot what it was. And she said she knows Pink. I said, well, I met Pink a couple times. Pink been in my studio. I gave Pink some of my music. So yeah, really, yeah. Working major artists, Jill Scott, Boys and Men, Hidden Beach Records, LL Cool J. Come on, man, stop playing me. Oh, really, Rod? You did all? Yeah, you don't even know it because y'all thought I was just driving trains and buses and subs and doing my stuff. Nah, I work with other people too from time to time. Now, that's out the way. This job is just like that. All that stuff came to me. I had to be in position to be able to handle myself, whether I'm working for a major artist, whether I'm teching, whether I'm doing. I got to know what I'm doing when I get there. Sometimes it might not work. Sometimes it does. But for the most part, that's what I do. All right. So that takes care of the job. Pennies Pennies by let me turn it up so I can see what y'all are seeing over here on this phone. I'm too far away to see on that phone. Okay, I'm coming back. I got a lot of trollers that come by here too. We don't worry about trollers. We like trollers. Like Cat Williams said, we like the haters. How's your taxi driving going? There we go. All right, what's popping? What's going on, Reg? Everything good? Everything chilling. Everything chilling. My man talking about taxi driving. All right, anyway, so with all that being said, that's my new thing on the side. That'll be my part-time. I'll still do the executive limoing part-time. And that way it leaves me open to do my modeling and acting. I got a couple scripts I got to read and be ready for that too. So I'm all over the place. I'm doing everything. That's what I do. Because y'all know that's what I do. Right? Right. So now we got Papa Juice. After looking at the juice, I thought I was going to wear. I saw all these samples here. And I was thinking about popping open one of these samples, man. Because I want to grab one of these samples. I want to grab one of the, I know what I did with them. I want to grab, I got some Slumber House samples in here. They got Or and Door and Score and Floor. And I thought about, well, maybe I should do one of those instead of spraying out my, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? But I don't know what I did them, you know what I mean? So I can't spray them, you know what I mean? So, with that being said, I know they're around here somewhere, but I got to get ready to go, have my breakfast, get ready for the day. So I ain't going to be flip-flopping, trying to find some samples right now. But I do like them Zucker houses. I like them Slumber houses. Them joints are fire. I like two in particular. I really like them. So we're going to look up here. Last night, usually at night, sometimes I'll spray some on my arm that I really want to see how it behaves, even through the night, even if it rubs off the pillow, it does that. I still want to be able to wake up in the middle of the night. Oh, it's still there. Oh, it's still there. Oh, it's still there. Like that. You know what I mean? I do that from time to time. I did that last night with amber queso, black oregano, Dries Van Natten, and Oud 1. Those are the 4 that I tested last night. Thinking just maybe I will spray one of those today. I'm not sure. I know I have 2 female. In fact, I think all of my clients are female today. Maybe that's a clue, RaJuR. Maybe we should spray something that the ladies like. I said that yesterday, though, because I wasn't sure where I was actually going to and how many females worked at Penny's Bar Plaza. But you know what I mean? Hey. So I put on that Meal Estates. Y'all saw that video yesterday. I put that Meal Estates on. But today, remember, I had thought about wearing Mandarin by Liquid Precious Liquid. Even had flan come across my brain. You know what I mean? Some of that, oh yeah, pastry, donuts. Not necessarily donut, but nice sweet pastries. That's what flan is. Flan is a pastry, right? And then I thought about Acro Glow, because I get a lot of y'all means from Acro Glow. And I forgot what the other one was. I think I'm gonna wear flan. I will wear Philly Blunt, but I don't want nobody to think I'm smoking weed. So instead of wearing Philly Blunt by RDZ, I still want to get Capicool, by the way, one day when I can make some money, pay for these bills, which is why I'm working. And a lot of us retirees are working. Shout out to, I'll shout out after I'm done. So I really like flan. I think it'll be non-obtrusive with the ladies when they get in the car. Not sure how long it wears. I haven't really worn this a lot on a big-time basis. So RDZ flan from the house of RDZ. And I purchased this, of course, from Perfumology, probably, I'll say 75, no more 50. 50% of my collection is Perfumology. Others is other places like Neiman's, Nordstrom's, Bloomingdale's, Bergdorf, Barney's at the time when he was open. So we got a little mixture of everything. We got my man up in Lancaster, Scent Pros, and you got my man down in Virginia, Parfums de France. So we got a little bit of everything in this bad boy. I like to visit fragrance houses and now fragrance stores. I got to find Blue Mercury. I went to the small Blue Mercury the other day when I was waiting for my client up in Wayne, and I was going to turn the camera on, but they didn't really have anything in it but Wilhelm. I like Wilhelm. I have a Wilhelm down here, Uda Fair, but they had like mango skin, all that stuff about. She was like, no, you need to go to our bigger store in Ardmore. I'm like, well, I was going to try to do it, but I wouldn't have made it back to my client on time. So I said, nah, I'll find another day to go to Blue Mercury. If you never heard of Blue Mercury, check it out. It might be one in your area. You never know. All right. So in the meantime, got to keep my collar from getting all dirty. Always got to do this collar. So I'm going to just do a light spray. We're going to call this a drip spray. Because everybody, when they see me, man, I like your drip, bro. I like your, what they call it, drip. I like your drip, bro. I like your, it's called drip and something else. Man, your drip is crazy, bro. Like, especially young boys. Young boys, I like your drip. Yeah, that's what I do. So I just drip some of this on me, a little bit more up front, because we're going to be driving. So we're doing a bundle spray. That's my term. If anybody else use bundle spray, bada bing, bada boom. I made that up. That's what's popping. All right. Bundle spray is my thing. My thing only. And here come the sneezing. When I spray too much, it's going to sneeze. Flying. Look it up for yourself. I have no time to be doing research for you. I ain't going to tell you you're a panty dropper, a beast mode, a booty maker, a hot, whatever. I ain't got no time for that bull crap. You go to Fragrantica. You look at some other videos might be talking about it, some true videos. Sebastian Jarrah, that's it. Look at him and me. We don't even want to tell you the truth. We know what we're talking about. He's going to give it to you more in a detailed way. I'm going to give it to you more that you need to find out by yourself. I'm just going to tell you how I'm wearing it. You know what I'm saying? So that's my approach. I mean, from the hood. I ain't from the hood anymore. It's a hood part. Yeah, man, you need to go to Fragrantica. 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 Don't take my word for it. Got people always on here talking about, yeah, man, this is my favorite. That don't mean it's going to be your favorite. Or it lasts long on me. Don't mean it's going to last long on you. Man, I get a lot of panties with this. That don't mean you're going to get any panties. They probably ain't get no panties. Probably got their wife and their girlfriends. Couldn't get nobody outside of that. You know what I mean? Because they just talk a whole bunch of stuff. I talk a whole bunch of facts. Because I'm a Grammy member. And Grammy member talks facts. Okay? I don't know what happened to the Grammys now, man. Sometimes I don't even want to say I'm a Grammy member. That's why I told my client the other day. I'm like, man, sometimes I'm embarrassed to even say I'm a Grammy member. I said, I'm not saying it because I want the status. I say it because I am a Grammy member. Simple as that. But, man, sometimes you don't even want to even say you're a Grammy member. All right, Send the Day 1080 Vanilla Flash. Oh, old school style, baby. Old school, baby. Vanilla Flash. Me and 1080 probably the only one that got this. Me, 1080, Andy Tower, and Perfumology, but not for sale. Perfumology had. This is where I got this from. Perfumology somewhere around 12 years ago when I first met them up in the King of Prussia store called Sensations or something like Signature Scents. That's where I met them at. Long time ago before they even had Perfumology. And I got this from them along some zoology. Thanks to my man Paul McGowan. That's how I met them. One for Paul, I don't know when I would have met him. I probably been late like y'all. But I've been knowing them. They part of my family. Been with them for like over 12, 13 years. They'll tell you. And that's where I got this from. So, click. Right on 1080. Holla at your boy. Also have Futuli, Incense, and Amber up here. How you doing? All right. Now, back to the flawn. We're going to do one more underjoin with the flawn. Underjoin with the flawn. Holla at your boy. No, man, it don't smell like pastry. Ready to go to first watch, get my grub on. Pat out. So, shout out to Pitties by the Plaza. I hope to be there for a while until I can get to the point that I'm down here in my area. That one. I'm gonna ride past that one on my way to First Watch because I'm right down the street. I gotta kind of go that way. So I'm gonna see if I can find them down here, stop in, introduce myself, tell them I was working out of I look forward to working down here. And not only just delivering flowers, but also I want to make them. I'll make them and then I'll deliver them. Holla at your boy. So shout out to Miss Q. Thank you very much. Shout out to the boss out there. I never met him, I don't think. Shout out to the guys who tried to help me out or did help me out on my first adventure yesterday. They just threw me out in the street. Get behind out there and deliver them flowers, homie. And that's what I did. And got a tip. Yo, Yeah, I get tips. I get them $100 tips. I get the 50, 20s, 10s. Cheap airline pilots out of Trenton. Those 4 airline pilots I took back and forth, took one in and took them back. 4 airline pilots, $8, $2 a pop. It is what it is. I still got a tip. I mean, everybody like me, and if I don't get a tip, usually I get a good tip. Like Mr. Treadway, who told me about his daughter, Sophia Treadway. I just texted her on Instagram saying, look, you want a different type of sound? Holla at your boy. I'm here. Shoot that bad boy right to your MP3, right on it, on the strength of your dad, because I met your dad. That's how I do. I'm out here to meet people, millionaires, business people with singing daughters and whatever it is, because they like me. All right? And it is what it is. Some of y'all don't like me. Some of you do. It's okay. I still got to do this. And that's what I do. Holla at your boy. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Gotta take my vitamins and get ready to hit the first watch. And y'all take care of yourself. Get yourself some flan. Get that flan from RDZ. I like flan. I got Philly Blunt up there. Philly Blunt smells good when it dries down. When you first spray it, smell like paper, blunt, and spit. But when it dries down, it kind of cools out, tobacco flavored, pretty cool. Capicoo, still want to get that, but every time I go to get Capicoo, I end up picking up something else like Hinoki meditation from Vietnam, or I might pick up a vanilla tonka, grab that instead of that. What else did I grab instead of getting that? I got Kiso instead of that. You know, other things that's popped up, man. I need to get that. 3 of those Alexandria joints, you know what I mean? And Tony Alexandria, I grabbed them. Still haven't grabbed Capicoo yet. And then I grabbed me another conclusion by my man, Tomlinson, because, yes, my girl did it. My girl did that joint. Yeah, Sarah McCartney. And not only that, I just grabbed fig and white chocolate from Sarah McCartney. Y'all better call down and get that. No, don't get that. I want y'all wearing what I wear. Am I done yet? Yes. I'm just trying to really burn time until 11 o'clock so I can get my clock right. Bam. Eat. Bam. Take your time. Bam. Ooh. Flirt with the honeys at the bar. I mean, at the breakfast bar. I sit by the breakfast bar. They know I sit at the end of the bar. I get there because I want my food just come right out the kitchen. Bam. And hit me right there. Bam, bam, bam. Hit me right there. What you want? You know what I want? Coffee and taters. Coffee and taters. That keeps me through the day. Got my smoothie. I already made that. Blueberries, bananas, apples, tangerines, water, oatmeal. Oh, oatmeal, yeah. A little bit of cinnamon. Got some chocolate cacao powder in there. And that's how you get to look like this. No fat boy. You don't do that fat boy stuff. Get your life. Be up there fronting. You can do this, you can do that. Oh, look at me, but you're fat. Stuff together. I used to be fat. That's right. I used to be fat. Well, that smoothie gonna be my power dinner, actually. My breakfast is about to be the taters and coffee. But anyway, man, stop. All these people out here fronting. Even females fronting. Look at me, look at me. That don't mean all you are healthy. That just means you got a nice butt, nice boobs or something. I don't know, 25,000 tattoos. That don't mean nothing. Are you healthy? When the last time you saw your personal care physician? Do you have one? See? If women showing themselves like that, look at me. You best believe there's something underneath that ain't right. Because they will have somebody already. That's it. I'm done. Holla at your boy. Really cool. Pennies by Plaza. My latest conquer. They might keep me. They might not. I don't know. They didn't say I was fired after last night. They was like, yo, when you coming back, I need you to come in early on Thursday so we can do this paperwork to make sure I get your check so you can buy a direct deposit. How you doing? Whew. I got to talk fast. I got a lot of stuff going on. Sitting around flip-flapping around all day. Holla at your boy. Wow. Oh, and shout out to my man, co-worker Danny. Found out my man after my man D. Parker passed away, the brother I went to school with in middle school. D. Parker passed away. He used to live in North Philly where I was, around that area, Allegheny Avenues. Forgot what street she lived on. He passed away last week or a week before last. I didn't even know. Found out late. And I found my man, Danny Gardner. We just called him Good Buddy. Because he walking around, he was short, light-skinned brother, had his hat on. Like a choo-choo train hat. He had his hand like a choo-choo train hat. He was walking around. What's going on, good buddy? What's going on, good buddy? So we called him Good Buddy. So May heaven have mercy on his soul. May his family be comforted. And yeah, to my man, good buddy, man. Good buddy passed on to another realm. And I pray that, like I said, everybody around him, his family, friends, and everybody, feel comfort in that. And I always will. When people pass on, it's like a whole nother realm. Hope it was the greatest realm they ever had in their life. Like, what? I know why waste my time down here. Look at this. That's what we all hope for. So let's do that. But now to the family of Danny Gardner, my man. All right. Now I'm out.